How are you able to manage like all of these I don't want to call them egos because I don't know if they have egos,
Yeah,
but you
sure.
know,
You can call
all the
them egos,
superstars.
personalities.
Yeah, personalities.
I think for me, I'm pretty even keel. I don't really command much of my ego is not going to try to outshine anybody else's. So I just get along with a lot of people. I think I show a lot of empathy to your story. I want to know who you are and what you're about. And I only think that helps me become a better coach and how to connect with the fighter. You know, just recently, one of my young kids, Marion, he fought for the Ultimate Fighter finale. And it was his last practice, and he was low on calories, and he was tired. And I was putting him through a pretty hard practice. And we're going into the last round, and I said, "Hey, man, what are you doing this for?" Right? That's like, you got a minute in between this. And I've never cornered him before, but he's been in my gym for like 3 years, you know, young kid, young up and comer. And I go, "What are you doing this for, bro?" And he's like, "I want to be the Ultimate Fighter." I was like, "Nah, like, what are you doing this for? What's your why?" And he like kind of stops and he like looks down, and his wife is pregnant. They're newly, you know, having their first baby. And he just started, like, you see his eyes start welling up. He's like, I do this for my family, coach. I was like, there you go. He goes, I do this for my unborn baby. I don't even know what my baby is going to be yet. And he's like starting to talk through the rest of between the rest round. And I go, now you got something. That's your why. You understand? And I said, you always have to find something bigger than yourself, right? Because a lot of times we'll quit on ourselves. If I'm like, yo, Rampage, if you're doing your own workout, you're like, I'm good. But if you have something bigger than you to push you, to drive you, and if that's what it is, your family, your unborn child, whatever it is, and I can connect to that, you're going to find a way to push through even more, right? So that's the things that are important to me, is just really getting to know the fighter and knowing what they're about, knowing what they're fighting for. Because, man, this sport's hard, bro. Nobody just signs up for this shit. Like, you gotta have some things that are in there that, you know, hey, maybe it's money. I don't know, whatever it may be, but you got to find it.
Bro, he's 100% right. And that's how I know he's one of the best coaches, because a lot of people don't know this, but even when I went to Pride, I was a single parent. I became a single dad overnight. I got my oldest son when he was 3 years old. And I just had to put my head down and start training and stuff, right? And I was fighting 6 times a year so I can take care of him and do everything. And I lost a lot of friends.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my close friends, like my childhood friends, I stayed in touch with them like a little bit. You know how you stay in touch with people. And I just kept my head down. Like, I'm a dad now,
right?
Overnight. So I'm just concentrating on my career, fighting and stuff like that, and coming home and trying to be a good dad.
Right.
And I noticed, like, over the years, you know, a lot of my friends look at me different. They think like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you just forgot about us. You went. I'm like, no, I became a dad. A lot of people don't understand that, because a lot of my friends they still don't have kids. They don't understand why you do it. Like, I get hurt and I still got to get up and go to the gym and do stuff I don't want to do. That's why I fought with so much passion and stuff.
Sure.
And
you had a reason.
Yeah,
you had a why.
And people don't understand that. Like, this like it's human nature. It's like instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got this kid that I got to provide for. I got to protect him. Mm-hmm. So I had to go and do 6 fights a year.